Alright, these guys are going a little bit haywire, aren't they? Alright. Thanks for your patience, folks. Welcome back. Doing day 3 of Castlevania Order of Ecclesia on using the Dominus collection that from Steam. So last night we got up to the giant's like home or something like that. We got beat up pretty good. Seemed like a fight with the right amount of RNG and so forth. I would have been able to persevere, but I figured I would take a little time to run around, knock out some little quests and things, and, you know, grind a little XP before we got back into things today, so, you know. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Alright. So I think this place is really... Things are more susceptible to, like, slashing weapons, I think. So let's try this. So we'll go Volfalsis and the Axe. Acia. Is there a Folicia? Folicia, I should say? Volseer. No. So this should be okay to kind of do as a... Oh, I spoke too soon. I was gonna say, I don't think... Hey, it's Jenny B Pizza, welcome in. That's interesting. My chat, like, picked up... I don't think it ever updated the cache for your, for you. I'm working on this new chat thing, and it's a little bit squished on the side, but, sorry, I just found that kind of amusing. Yeah. But I'm doing good. How you been doing? Feels like I haven't seen you in a minute, so... What's new with Jenny P? Oh... Alright, hold on a minute. So, these guys, like half the enemies in here, will curse you and drain you of all your magic power, which, in essence, prevents you from attacking anything. So, this room has one guy... Shh, on me... I need to remember that I could still do that, which I don't want to do because I need to save that for the boss. I passed my midterm and I got my permit today. That is awesome. Having a couple drinks, hope you're well. Jenny B Crazy Pizza Love. So the, again, I'm trying this chat thing out, so it doesn't show me emotes yet, but I see the whole word, so now I sound like the bot. So, midterm. I remember you were talking about trying to get your CDL, or, you know... Was it a whole, like, multi-month classes that you've been going to for that? Yeah, eventually I want to get it. I have to figure out how to get the emotes. I think there's some calls that you can make to Twitch to basically say, hey, what are this person's emotes? I don't know if that'll give it to you every time, but the interesting thing about that is that I could probably end up displaying people's emotes that I don't technically have access to. See, having to switch weapons on the fly like this, I do not like. I don't like that part. But yeah, this is the Game Boy, or I'm sorry, the Nintendo DS game. This is the last of the Castlevania games made. Oh, I should have had that up the whole time. This might be one of my favorite abilities. Unfortunately, like, burns your mana up, so you almost have to take like a extended break between every. And the voices, it's really well done for the DS. You know, there's a lot of voices, and so these cats are susceptible to slashing melee. And you kind of have to figure out, you know, what impacts what. FYI, if you didn't see Lance's, I don't know if you're in there, but Lance is streaming too. He's doing some UFC stuff today. Alright. So what you end up having to do is hold down B and you know, hit triggers, which I kind of wish, since this is a Game Boy Advance game and it's supposed to support stylus, they give you, you know, they give you this thing, you know, and that kind of takes the place of one of your triggers here. And the other one brings up the menu, so you can do save states and that kind of stuff. I've been trying to play it like I would have been on a real Game Boy and not going the save state crazy, just to kind of challenge myself a little bit more. Oh, you just got to your computer? So when you get this, so that makes you eligible pretty much immediately, I assume, to start, you know, applying for gig. Like, I'm assuming it's not like an Uber where you can just, you know, download an app and start taking packages from A to B. You've got to, you know, probably get a, you know, find a company to work with, right? Or did you have something lined up that once you got your license, you know, you had a sure thing somewhere? I don't know why I want to hit this guy in the head. I need to assume people are just, damn, I hate these. Alright, let me stand in here a minute, let this thing cool off. I'm starting to run out of Am I starting to run out of uncursed potions? No, I've got plenty of them. I really should be just using them on the fly. Alright, so so it kind of depends on if those guys touch me, then I'm, you know, I'm cursed again and I'm in a bad spot. You have still weak. Oh, you said midterm. I'm a goof. I'm sorry. Fiver on the field behind a wheel. Interesting. Okay, well. So, 6, that's not that much though, 6 weeks. You'll be done in no time, really. So, what does it look like? Okay, you don't have a job lined up yet though. Is that something that you plan to do, or is that something that, you know, is possible to be able to get that going, you know, ahead of schedule, I guess you could kind of say? Or do they frown on that? Kind of depends on maybe what the market looks like, right? Which you always hear that's, you know, that's an industry that's always looking for people. Alright, I want the... No, I don't want that one. I want that one. But yeah, of the three Nintendo DS games in the Castlevania series, anyway, this one is probably the best so far, and that's saying a lot because they're all really good. Yeah, this one looks really nice. Have you played any of in the series, or have you just seen them? Because if you haven't played them, I do highly recommend. I really typically only play the Metroidvania. Damn it! I should have known not to do that. Literally afraid of these things. They're gonna get me. Alright, you know what? Let's stick to this. But I mean, I would assume that you'd like them just because they're good games, but yeah, if you like, they're not that intense. They are at times, but they're not. I feel like there's enough time where you can kind of play them in a relaxed mood, just kind of wandering around bashing on stuff. But, you know, and they don't usually overstay their welcome, you know? You know, like, you could probably beat one of them in, like, 3-4 streams, I would expect, depending on the length of them. But I guess I didn't know that the Game Boy the original Game Boy ones were both also Metroidvanias. So that means that there's 2 Metroidvanias on the Game Boy, 3 on the Advance, 3 on the DS, 1 on the PlayStation, and then that was it. So there's a bunch, but I'm really surprised they never made more in this series. Alright, I'm gonna try to do the boss. Just make sure my gear's in good shape. Alright. Aggie, that's good. That's good. Blow ring. Strength ring. Alright, and I'm gonna use this guy, I think. Alright, let me save again. Just so that all my defaults are in place. But, yeah, this guy beat my ass yesterday. You know, one particularly nice thing about the Castlevania series, the Metroidvanias at least, what? Hold on. Alright. Oh, shit. I don't know how to not take a hit on that part. This part, if you're too close to him, he'll grab you. Or he'll do that if you're too far away. Shit! I'm getting ahead of myself here. Damn. Some of it's a little bit of RNG on this one, because he's so big and it's not widescreen, so you can't always see what he's gonna do before he, like, you don't know necessarily what the attack's gonna be if you're not close enough to see his motion. And a couple of them go beyond his, beyond where you can see him. If that made some sense. Alright, so Fortis up. Alright. With feeling, right? But, yeah, there's a lot of things I like about how the bosses come across in Metroidvanias. In most Metroidvanias, the Castlevanias typically, especially. This is the one if you're a little... Oh, he tries to grab you. Tries to get you. See, that's the one I don't know. Oh, yeah. If he grabs you there, he takes like half your life. Like, each of the hits takes about half your life, so... Except this one. This is the only one that doesn't. Alright, he's got to be about dead by now. There we go. Did I call it, or did I call it? Alright. Whew. But I think aside from... The only thing that I couldn't figure out how to dodge was his stomping. And I know there's a video out there of all bosses with no damage, because I had to look at it to figure out... I guess I didn't have to look at it. I wanted to see what their technique was. Uh-oh. Albus, you seem to be feeling better. Impressive work finding me and all. A blind man could have found you. You left a trail. Yeah, bodies of villagers that he had turned to stone. Just like when we were children playing tag. Once you started crying, I'd feel terrible and let you win. What are you getting at? Why not try it now and perhaps I'll let you catch me? Try crying? You know I can't. I don't remember any of that. Yeah, she lost her memory when this guy interrupted the ceremony / ritual that was being done to prepare her to, do stuff to utilize the super weapon that was capable of killing Dracula. Apologies, Shinoa, but no tears, no deal. Still, it'd be a shame to leave you empty-handed. Are you gonna shoot her again? Again? What are you doing? Oh, just accept it. It's a gift. Besides, it's what you came here for. Came here for you. You know you haven't got a choice, Shinoa. Let's not play games. What are you trying to... It's the implication. No tears, no deal. What a great person. Right. Yeah, this guy, he's a bit of a butt. Let's see, one pace of dominance, unleashes a cluster of energy. Of all the Castlevanias, this one actually has kind of an interesting story. There's a lot more cutscenes in this one than there were in the other one. But they don't really overstay their welcome. The very first one was a little bit lengthy to kind of get you in, into the spot, but even part of that was kind of playable. Shinoa, do you know what the Dominus is? The ultimate glyph, of course. The one that can destroy Dracula. Half right. But think about it. Where does a glyph's power come from? Nothing comes from nothing, after all. What do you suppose Barlow used to create his precious Dominus? What? They used Dracula, Shinoa. Dominus is made from his remains. That's his power, nothing less. Dominus is... It can't be true. Ask the old man if you think I'm lying. And be quick about it, I'm very nearly done with all of this. Master Barlow, is he telling the truth? I have to find out. Alright, let's go save. Again. So, once you find, are you trying to, are you gonna like go full trucker, cross country and all that, or are you only entertaining like local trucking stuff? My some of our old friends in California used to be in the business. I think he's retired now, but so he talked about some of that kind of stuff to me before. So now you've heard the truth of Dominus, and it's true. You've earned the right to know. Here's all the rest. In ages past, there was a hunter's clan. Their holy whip held Dracula at bay, until, as time marched on, they disappeared. The whip lost, men created other tools, such as the glyphs Ecclesia controls. See, I'm going to get a local job until my daughter turns 18 and can legally take care of herself, then hit the road. Well, that's the plan anyhow. Now, remind me, as I recall, she was like 14, or I think she was a little bit younger than Lance, right? See, though, through constant hidden struggle around the world, we provided Ecclesia's metal to mankind. And so in secret, certain men of power then placed a certain object in our care. That being, the vessel for the soul of Dracula, securely sealed in this very room. If we destroy it, mankind's wish comes true. That is our purpose, as ordained by God. But there remains one technicality. Against that vessel, our glyphs came to naught. Our powers failed to scratch it even once. If those in power knew, they'd take it back. Ecclesia would vanish overnight. So I sought out a glyph of greater power, one strong enough to topple Dracula. And so the answer came. Fight fire with fire. Right, okay, 14. Well, that'll probably give you a good, it would seem logical to kind of progression it anyway, since, I imagine that are they usually different, different types of trucks that they would do long haul with versus the short haul? Let's see. You can't mean Indeed, the power of Dracula himself. Converting it was difficult, of course, but finally we made his power ours. The power of ultimate destruction, Dominus. So, Albus has been running around, kidnapping villagers, siphoning their blood, randomly, turning them to stone randomly, leaving them strewn across the countryside, and somebody had made the question if they were Dracula, because these people have not. That was kind of an interesting little tidbit they threw in there. You end up rescuing this grandma, and she thinks that maybe the dude is Dracula because he's like, pulling blood out of their veins with syringes, and apparently Dracula's been gone long enough that his tales aren't as bright in certain people's mind, as it were. Sorry, 1 second. I need to turn this other thing down. Alright. Yes, ultimate destruction, but no less would ever rid the world of Dracula. Friends and companies love that he's got blood on tap. Yeah, he's got a keg of red. Ultimate destruction, but no less could ever rid the world of Dracula. If only we'd been wise enough to see who else among us might make use of it. I fear we have unleashed a deadly threat. Albus still has the final piece. He must believe it's for some greater good. But I'll take the Lord's plan over his. And if you're forced to choose, you know what's right. I do, sir. That's kind of interesting. Now, okay, I remember yesterday I saw this, and I'm like, this can't be good. You never know what kind of turns they're going to take in these games. So I was thinking, sometimes they'll do like a switcheroo. The bad guy ends up being the good guy, and whatnot. And then I saw this over here, and I'm like, nobody in their right mind keeps a glowing red, statue thing and isn't up to some, something nefarious. But, we'll go with it for now. Yeah, I was, talking with a couple of my buddies in the Discord, trying to figure out, we haven't played anything co-op in a little while, and I was wanting to try to encourage folks to think about, what we might want to play next. So, as usual, there's 50 different there's 50 different angles, and one person doesn't like the graphics on this, and the other one doesn't like the gameplay on that. And trying to find, something that everybody's willing to play is absolutely exhausting sometimes. You're keeping a glowing red statue in your garage? See if you can bring me to. Okay, this is one that I.
Might go with you.
Now, look at this. This is a bit titillating here. You got this animated girl who's we have like 8-bit, 16-bit booby animation here.
Hi.
I couldn't help mention it when the main girl that I'm playing.
May the light go with you.
She's got the long flowing hair and stuff, but she's not like busting out all over. And then you go up to this person and they're just falling out of their shirt. And I'm like, all right, that's interesting. Kind of took a...
Welcome!
Got real here. All right, bring me tasty meat. Delicious food requires delicious ingredients. But... But there's a lot that's a little bit over the top.
How is it?
In here. The gore factor is pretty intense on certain enemies. Overall, most things explode at the very least, you know, in gore or in blood or... Okay, we need to go to the pass. I was trying to see, as you unlock and find the different villagers, they give you quests to go and find, you know, this item or that item, and a couple of them I've run across. Man, I've really not made any money, have I?
Hey, want to buy? Come back again.
I'm poor as shit, man. But I was trying to see, yeah, if I'd gotten anything. So the nice thing is it makes it pretty easy to navigate the this overworld map and you know, decide what level you want to go and work on. A lot of times in previous and future iterations of Castlevania, you'd have to do a lot of backtracking to, you know, get to a particular spot. So it's not too bad in here. But I need gold ore. So I'm going to do a little run through here and see if we can't find some gold ore before I move on. All right. There we go. Again, I don't know why I insist on hitting this guy in the head. I mean, his chest doesn't even have any armor on it. Still satisfying. Oh, that one hasn't respawned, though. Maybe I have to wander around to some other areas to get those to pop again. Because I need gold, I need cashmere. There's some other stuff I need too, but... Yeah, I have it cut off so you can't see, but if you're playing this, you normally get like this additional sidebar. There we go. So I've got it flipped up so I can display my game art as if I was doing proper retro, even though this is kind of pseudo retro.
Where are you, my
Choco Souffle.
Where are you,
Yeah, I mean, in the end, going back and try to farm a little bit of inventory helps you level up a little bit and be prepared for the next, you know, the next enemy anyway, so it works out. Oh, I should have had that equipped the old time. Oh well. That didn't kill you? Huh. There I go again, aiming at his head for no reason. For no reason.
Where are you, my beloved?
I had the wrong weapon type equipped. Alright, that one just burns you a little bit. That's not too bad. But, yeah, so one of the features, you know, having Spotty bought up all the time is... Gosh darn it. Having him up all the time is nice, but the problem that I run into is that oftentimes it will end up covering up, you know, chat from you guys, and I have a hard time, you know, keeping up. So what I'm trying right now is a custom chat window that will send me everybody but Spotty. And, you know, obviously I'm not speaking, so I'm not personally cluttering it up. But a couple of the different things I'm playing around with are, like, one, I'd love to make it, you know, semi-transparent, and I would love to make it so that it would stay on the very top screen, at the very top of your screen. That way, I could basically lay it over top of my gameplay, and it would pop up more like a notification. Unless it was super busy, then it would take up a lot more space. But in those cases, you know, my thought is what I'll do is, it's got this auto decay, so they do pop off after, you know, however many seconds I pick. So, you know, for my use case right now, it's pretty good. I just need to take the time to do it. Oh no, is this the play? What? Oh my goodness. Ugh. But look at all the attention to detail. That guy explodes into spiders, and then I step on the spiders and crush them, and little goo, you know, goo spurts out. So this is, okay. I'm with it. This looks a lot like another area that I was at. Oh, and he poisoned me. Alright, there's the diamond that they were wanting. But I do like that there's a lot of, this game has a lot of options for, you can get up all the, get all the way up here. Why? Oh. But you can. Alright. For no reason. Probably if you really wanted to melee the bad guy there. Ah, that's pretty useful for this guy here. After he dies, he throws off all this crap. Now, is this the waterfall? Oh. Why, hello there. He looks like a slashing kind of person, huh? You're a dead kind of person, that's who you are. Save, nice, nice. They just keep going. They don't disappear. Yeah, I'd say I like a lot of the enemy design in here. Oh, he... Ow. I didn't mean to do that, but, you know, you brought me to it, guy. Oh my god. Hold on. Man, that guy chewed me up. Oh no. Oh, that's right. I remember you. I don't care for your shenanigans, guy. Don't care for them at all. So this room gives like almost 1,000 XP per run through. It's pretty good. This is frozen. I can't go down that side. Is that the waterfall? How does this help me? I guess it helped me enough. Great pillars of ice. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. So the glyph, because it was there, was impacting the world, you know? Now that... Oh my god. Now, I also had to take a sketch of a waterfall. Is this the one? Waterfall art. Alright. Oh, it only... Man. It only lets me, jump once in the water when it's going down like that. Excuse me. Alright, so maybe it's going to be a little bit longer. Oh. That hurt a lot. This kind of thing really, ow, shouldn't be possible, but I'll take it. You know what? I wonder if he was actually more susceptible to like a slashing weapon. I didn't mean to do that, but I will take it. See, usually these red chests have something a little bit juicier in them, where the, like the brown chests... See, yeah, look at how much more damage that does. You have to kind of play around with the weapons and figure out the best tool for the job. Not everything is a... Oh, shit. These things are just pains. I got bitten by a condor. I don't know why I stopped attacking as if... See, eventually that guy's gonna drop a glyph. Powerful shield glyph. I haven't been using the shield glyph as much. Oh, look at you. Yeah, it was really kind of weird. My buddy, who normally doesn't like to buy new games and is usually encouraging people to play something that we own that we haven't finished, you know, which is really a sensible thought. But oh, shit. Say ah. Say ah. Alright, Hammer's not doing so good against those guys. And I don't like you at all. I don't look delicious. Oh, you poisoned me. Well, I'm already poisoned, so... Oh, and the poison... I thought maybe it lowered the amount of damage that you do. I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh yeah, if you can't see it because I've got my stuff in the way, but yeah, I dropped the stats by like 20 to 30 a piece, just about. These guys drop something. But part of the trick in these games is to try to take some kind of a mental note about which enemies are where, because some of them will drop rare items. And you end up having to farm them a bit. That guy's probably... he probably has the better version, the better spell. Oh. It's kind of making a tinky sound. I wonder if it's not doing as much damage as the hammer might. We'll find out. So that might be somebody I would want to farm. Like, I do like the lightning. So I'm guessing he probably has the better version of that, basically. Powerful Lance Clip. So... Volgrando. Wow, that has a lot of damage on it. I want to check that out. Volhasta. Okay, we're still in the Vol. So, some of the weapons will have just like their basic name. You know, so Grando is the, you know, is ice attacks. There's probably somebody out there who just drops Grando. And Volgrando means it's the higher tier version of it. That seems pretty powerful. Might only work on the ground, though. I keep pressing up. You know, like I need to be doing that. That's not bad. So it's got a little range. It doesn't take that much to use. So if you go... Where's Volgrando? Volgrando, where are you? And then you actually use the... Look at that! Wow, that's sweet. That was the special. I kind of want to go and save before I inadvertently lose this too. Chariot ring. It doesn't work in the air, which is not completely optimal. It's pretty nasty. See, going dual with it, what that'll let you do is this. You can do it like, you know, quickly back and forth and give him a good beating, but Don't kill me, bird. You know what? Just go save. Flee. Oh no, oh no. Go, go, fuck. That would really have sucked. Getting dead right there. See, that's not horribly effective on him. You know. Ow! You know what? Alright, I've had enough of you. You guys are beating my ass. Alright. See, these guys aren't too bad, so long as they don't start... There we go. Alright, 2 of you may live. I shall allow it. Huh. So if you want to farm them... Well... Oh, they dropped the silk thread. And I need that. I need the silk thread for a new dress. Alright. Save scummery on that is permissible, I've decided. And I'm right here. So look at that. I can just drop down on their head. Farm some silk thread. Yeah, there we go. I like it. They don't ever even get a chance to poison me. The bird bites me, though, as I... There we go, we got our 3. So we could technically head back to town. Why are you running up on me like that? No, I don't like that. I don't like being run up on. I've decided. You guys ever see, Ow! Stop hacking me! Was, Crumb. The bad kind of Crumb. There's a guy who does pitch. I think it's called pitch meeting. It's a YouTube series, and he has a lot of little catchphrases that he does that are amusing. So that have made it into the daily lexicon, as it were. Doesn't do much damage. And those guys, I still think, are going to drop an upgraded weapon. So, I feel compelled to grind on them a little bit. We need to do the archer. Right? We still doing phrasing? That's new. Summons owls to soundlessly descend.
I'm here.
So, are you like a familiar guy? Yeah. Kind of wasted a big attack again, but you know. worse. Now, in the other Castlevanias, you can level these guys up. I wonder if that's the case with the owl. He does have XP. Look at that. Nice. I think it was the sword that was the best one in the previous game. The best familiar, that is. Oh, that's interesting. He guards. I mean, he does have a shield, so it makes sense, but... Pecunia temporarily increases the amount of money received from enemies. Well, these guys drop something. Usually their soul drops are not that rare. Yeah, if you see Vol Scutum, curious word, that's like, I think that was the shield though. But on a lot of these guys, the bodysuit, it's a bodysuit. Alright, so Oblivion Ridge is next. So let's go back and do our quests. Double check some of the quests. A lot of these people have cats in this village too. So she wants an onyx still. We have the diamond. Not that I... Okay, Mom still hasn't come home. See, as I said, the brown chests will refill after some time.
I can cook up anything for you. Thanks for your business.
Right.
Oh, that's right. I need cashmere, and... Didn't I get enough of something? It was the silk. The silk is what I got. Important resting place. Oh, this the waterfall at Christus Pass? I mastered the secret arts there. Secret arts? Well, that doesn't matter. I have to repay you for this splendid drawing. Oh yes, how about this? I don't know what it's for, but it's very nice. Treasure hat. You'll come again, right? You don't have to say it. I have a feeling you will. Now, these guys, you have to walk out, walk back in, and they should give a different quest. I was just gazing at the drawings you did for me. Look, they're very fine. I don't understand. I lost my emotions. Did you really? I never noticed. But yes, if you live for a long time, you tend to lose all sorts of things. I lost my hat last week. What was it before that? I've lost a lot of things. Now, mind you, the hat was what they just gave us, you know, a minute ago. So... Alright. Sorry, 1 second here. Alright. So, she gave us our hat, and now she's saying it was lost. The saddest was when I lost my grandfather. I cried till my tears ran out. Say, won't you draw the church where I lost my grandfather? It's on Oblivion Ridge. There's a tiny cross there. It's sad, but I want to make sure I remember it. If you draw it, I'll be able to remember both you and grandfather. The church is in Oblivion Ridge. Seems like that's what they said. Oh, this is perhaps...
Oh, the melody isn't coming
I'm sorry,
to
but
me.
my song will have to wait until you bring me that horsehair.
Good day.
Alright, not silk thread.
Hello.
You still want your mama. Some of these characters are in hidden spots,
I
so...
wonder if everyone is all right.
Alright, I am gonna go and take a quick burb and do a couple things, a couple chores real quick. I will be back, and then we will continue down the road. That is Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. So, thanks for your patience. Be right back.
Think new. Totally new. Think technology. Revolutionary technology. Think October. October 18th, Sonic and Knuckles. Joining forces on Sega Genesis. Video gameplay will never be the same. This game is packed with all of Sonic's speed and attitude. Sonic faces bigger and badder bosses. He encounters things you've never seen before. And check out Super Sonic as he dodges asteroids to stay alive. He's got all new moves, defying gravity, rappelling off walls, then watch out for the maniac with the dreads, Knuckles. We're talking extreme. Knuckles glides. He climbs and smashes through walls with his fist. With unbelievable moves and all new gameplay. Is Knuckles friend or foe? Does this mean doom for Sonic? Take a wild, unforgettable trip with Sonic and Knuckles. But there's more. Sega's breakthrough lock-on technology adds new life to your other Sonic games and creates infinite ways to play. For the first time ever in video game history, a new video game, Sonic & Knuckles, is backwards compatible with other titles. Lock on Sonic 3 with Sonic & Knuckles. It's 34 megs of new gameplay, with 12 levels, new routes, fierce new opponents, new Hypersonic, an ultimate battle for supremacy with Knuckles, and multiple surprise endings. Lock on Sonic 2 with Sonic & Knuckles, and you get the signature moves and power of Knuckles, creating an all-new gameplay experience. And discover secrets when you lock on these games. That's backwards compatibility, and only Sega's got it. If that's not enough to make this game fly off your store shelves, Sonic & Knuckles will have the biggest worldwide launch of all time, with the most exciting event in video game history. hip new TV campaigns, full-blown point-of-purchase support at the retail level, and exciting promotional partnerships with companies like Lifesavers. There'll be an international gameplay competition to determine the best Sonic & Knuckles players on the planet. The finals will be televised worldwide, featuring special entertainment. Every video gamer in the world will want Sonic & Knuckles. Can an old gorilla beat this new team? No way. Stay tuned, this game rocks. Sonic & Knuckles, coming this fall.
Alright. There we go. Things seem to be back in order for the most part. And then I was looking at the volume, but this this area is a little bit on the quiet side, so no big deal. Alright, so glyphs. I don't think I've run across anything better than Vol. Oh, and I want to make sure that I'm leveling my bird up. Just witnessing the power of the 32X. I can't sleep anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Oh, that's cool. It actually landed on your shoulder. I just got this. This is a familiar. It looks like it has XP and everything too. But aside from having you know, not sleep apnea, not narcolepsy, insomnia. Aside from having insomnia, how's Dashy today? Yeah, I think this is my third night on this one.
Come here.
See, oh, this is a different area. I was like, why isn't this looking completely familiar? You are annoying me. I haven't seen the griffins who drop. Oh, these guys can. They're all trouble. You are just annoying the piss out of me. Alright, hold on a minute. I actually wanted to go and try to grind up a little, this guy needs a lot more XP. You know what I might do? I wonder if it would level him up. You know, if I went to my standard grinding spot, but you ever play Order of Ecclesia? The third in the DS. I can't remember if we talked about that or not. You know, I've got the. I do not have the memory of a. All right, I need to get out of here and go save. So they've got this mechanic where, you know, certain enemies are... Oh, you did play this a long time ago? I'm really liking it. A lot of the features and stuff are enjoyable. Now, let me go save. Let me see if I can level up the bird a little bit and see if...
I'm here.
How that works out. Alright, so... Oh, the twirly weapon. Oh, I need to get... Okay, I see what I did. I need to get the bird back out for here.
I'm here.
But like the fact that you don't have unlimited attacks was a little bit weird at first, but you know, you get used to it. It makes more sense as you go how they have it all lined up. Seems to give you more flexibility in how you want to play the game, which is, you know, which I think is a good thing. But I'm wondering, was this the last official Metroidvania game to ever come out? Now, this is about the time that I wish that I had a feature that I was working on that worked for a time, and then it like just stopped working one day. So I don't know if it's a permissions issue or what, but I want to make a Spotty assistant. So right now, Spotty will hear everything you say, and you know, hear, quote unquote, everything you say, and you know, and then use that to respond back with. Oh, I get to go left. What I wanted to do is have it set up so I had a voice to text. So that whenever I spoke, whatever I said would be recorded and heard by Spotty, you know, which in theory would let me do things like, you know, Spotty switch to, you know, this source, or Spotty, you know, do something on stream, you know. So I need to look into that more. I think it would be a fun, you know, feature, because then he also has contacts about what I've been saying. Yeah. So I don't know how many, you know, So what, we had 1, 2, 3 for NES, and those were the classic Castlevania games, is how I would describe them. And then I guess the Game Boy, the original Game Boy had more of an RPG mechanic, and they continued that on the Advance and the DS. So they have more, you know, more focus on exploration, and I guess the some folks would consider the TurboGrafx 16, the CD version, to be a Metroidvania because of how open-ended it is. Different paths you can go down in characters, so that's a little bit different. It still seems to play more like a classic to me. I don't know, dude. I'm not sure how those play. Those are probably a little bit more RPG, or... So more Silk Thread, which doesn't really help me. I was getting Silk Thread from those spider poisoner guys, too. Alright, but I kind of missed the point of coming down here. You know what? I don't really care to kill you, but out of... You know... The fact that you bit me, I think you deserve to die. Oh, and he helps you take out the... Maybe he did it on accident because he was attacking the enemy, but he helps you break the candles, too. Alright, so... You know what? I have a bad feeling that this guy doesn't actually gain XP, and that I was looking at the other bird. That would kind of make me sad. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. Let's see. He just summons owls. Let me look that up. Let's see. So maybe I'll chat GPT and see what he says. Do the owls you summon via Fidelis Noctua level like a familiar? Because some of the other games had familiars that you could get that would level up. Kind of curious what context it'll have here. It's not a traditional familiar with experience points or leveling. Its effectiveness depends entirely on the glyph itself and your current stats, not any kind of progression for the owl. So, probably a good one if you were... I'm assuming that one's probably going to work more off of int, which is like, you know, int's kind of your strength for your brain strength, as it were. Bull. Okay, so where are we at? Well, maybe we got 6k to level up. From an ease perspective, this spot's quite easy to grind. You get about 500 per run, per room. The most dangerous guy is the skeleton mage if I don't duck. So, definitely a easy place to go and just farm some XP if you're not being patient. Then you can sit here all day. You can even do that one, which is nice. So that was another thing I thought was pretty cool about this this game. Depending on your weapons are glyphs that you imprint on your arm. Let's just do a little bit more grinding here. So if you have two of the same, like when you hit up and attack, it'll use hearts depending on what, and the effect will depend, and the cost will depend upon the glyphs that you have on your arm. But normally, if there's not a special combination, like if you have 2 Messirs, 2 Vol Messirs equipped, that will generate a big hammer. Like, well, not like that. But if you have 1 Vol Messir and some random item, you'll do this little tiny attack. But it seems if you have this orb and Vol Messir, then you'll actually do a pretty, this big thing here. It's kind of the oh shit button, I'm in trouble, do something quick to get me out of this pickle. Or what you do when you accidentally hold up when attacking. He only does 1 point of health. We'll do 2 more sets. It's actually like 11,000 to get next level at this point, so probably should do something a little bit more productive. And this is kind of an old spot now too. There's got to be better spots to grind levels than this at this point, but consider how easy it is, maybe not. But yeah, the graphics are nice, the music's nice. Not really that much that you can complain about on this game. You know what? No, I did not get enough cashmere. We need horsehair. We needed a bunch of stuff. This is what we need.
Welcome. Hey, want to buy something?
Probably should sell anything that I have a lot of. Plenty of rotten meat and he won't buy any of it. Or story of my life. I don't think I need this anymore. I'm afraid to sell it though. Yeah, I'm definitely pretty sure that this thing caps out at 9. A ghoul's best friend. Indeed. Did he want 5 silver? Is that what it was?
Come back again.
We'll worry about that later. That also means... Wait a minute. It just said level 1.
Come here.
See that at the very top, level 1. Why did... Now the game's tormenting me is what it's doing. Little save spot, nice. Mr. Mr. Fleeman. Ah, there's a bot. You jerk. That I can't get up to. Alright, well, let's see what we're dealing with here. We already saved, so... What kind of boss are we against? Some kind of, dirt fish boss.
Freeze over! Freeze over! Freeze over! Freeze over!
That's doing a lot of damage to him. Okay, so... Come on.
Freeze over!
Oh, come on. Nice. Oh. Oh, you dick. That was pretty cool. That's the first time they did you know, final move attack on me, though. They've not done that at all. Grave Dorcas. He's a Dorcas of the grave. Yeah, no idea if that was the best weapon. Really what I should have done is, you know, switched weapons a little bit, right? I actually forgot that I was using this earlier.
Freeze over! Freeze over!
Nice. Another diamond. Doesn't look like anything that great down there. Oh, that's kind of... That's cool, because this definitely came after, you know, if you consider the timeline, of course it did. But yeah, you'll notice this game is particularly bloody. What am I doing? Kind of disappointed that he doesn't drop anything, though. But yeah, though, that guy was the first... I think it's the first boss in Rondo of Blood. I sense strong magic behind that door. It's Dominus. Uh-oh. I've been caught. Try to relax, Shinoa. No more interfering about those Dominus pieces. By the way, it's time to explain why I gave them to you. Yeah! It's working! I feel it! But Barlow said you weren't able to bear the glyphs, did you? You let me absorb the other two just to see how it's done. Ha! You see, I erg. Gah! What's happening? And now, my wish will be... Shinoa, what? This can't be. No, I've come too far. I will not be consumed. Well, we'll settle this later, Shinoa. Wait, Albus. This is bad. Master Barlow will know what to do. That's gotta be... Oh, we needed to take a picture here, right? We also got that cool hat. That luck hat. We got one cashmere thread. I don't know where that even came from. Alright. Alright, we got the churchyard at least. If you time it right, you get combos with your melee weapons. I did not time it quite right. That's how you absorb their... Looks like I already had it. That's how you absorb their soul. Their soul. I will eat your soul. So we still don't know what the flea man drops. Looks like I already had that. Oh, Vol Scrotum that he drops there. They knew that people were going to call that Scrotum. They had to. Yeah, you really have to respect the weapon layout, you know. 'Cause that guy went from taking like 89 to 9. Alright, so I gotta go back home. Probably should save while I'm here. Yeah, tell me this isn't a boss room. You say he hosts the final piece himself. To learn such devilry in such a short time, I fear his genius may outstrip my own. We foolishly assumed that only you could survive as host for Dominus, and so we left him such an opening. He watched the way you took in those first two. Phrasing. But wait, those pieces still remain with us. That is correct. He wants them back, no doubt. If we pursue, what choice do we have? He has to be stopped. You said so yourself. Indeed, you have the right of it, I fear. The force of Dominus devours the mind, poor Albus. Even he could not resist Dracula's will. He can't come back to us, not anymore. Genoa, free him from his misery. Yes, sir. This trail must lead beyond the graveyard. Go. For all the world's sake, come back alive. I want to double check this room over here. Sometimes they have the tendency to hide things in corners you can't quite get to with the inventory that you currently have available to you. So, just in case, I'm going to take a quick peek. Make sure there weren't any other chests. No. Alright. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break and come back a little bit later on to do some more. We're about at the 2-hour mark, so that's probably a good spot to hit pause for a little bit. So thanks for hanging out, folks, and we will